It would upend over half a century of codified separation of church and state.
I'm Ben Winslow in Salt Lake City. Churches have been allowed to weigh in on social issues without fear of losing their tax-exempt status for decades. Now, the IRS says that should extend to cover political candidates. The impact of that decision could be more pronounced here in Utah, a state that was founded by a religion, and there's a lot already made about church and state.
We focus on issues, we focus on the needs of people and not political partisanship.
Reverend Bridgette Weir is politically active, but she draws a line.
I hope that as people who follow Jesus, that we will indeed use our faith to ground us in how we make those decisions about who we vote for, what bills we think are good, what initiatives we think are good, because we are called to love our neighbor as ourselves.
In a Texas lawsuit, the IRS now says it believes churches should be able to endorse or oppose political candidates without fear of losing their tax-exempt status. Their declaration on what's known as the Johnson Amendment could have a big impact here, where religion is a part of Utah's statehood when Mormon pioneers arrived more than a century ago. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is a big cultural influence in Utah, and it also has influence on local politics, weighing in on things like liquor laws, LGBTQ rights, and cannabis.
I think if you look at the makeup of the legislature versus the population of Utah, you see significantly more legislators representing the LDS faith than you do people in Utah. And I think that's extremely exacerbated compared to other states.
The left-leaning policy group Alliance for a Better Utah has criticized the church's involvement in politics in the past.
I think would be very problematic for the state.
So far, the church has not responded directly to Fox 13 News' questions about the IRS decision, but did point to prior statements that the church does not seek to elect government officials, support or oppose political parties, or generally take sides in global conflicts. One expert on religion and tax policy doubts the faith will jump in.
In most cases, if they weren't already doing it, they're not going to start now. It doesn't change the law as the law actually stands. In rare occasions, if a church was on the border about doing it, they thought they wanted to, but they didn't because of the IRS, they're probably, this maybe gives them permission.
While she says she knows of some clergy who are already doing it, Reverend Weir says she still won't.
I encourage people to vote their conscience. I encourage people to vote from a place of mercy, compassion, love, grace. And that is where I draw the line for myself as clergy.
Now, President Trump has threatened to get rid of the Johnson Amendment before, and earlier this year, Republicans in Congress introduced legislation to do it. In Salt Lake City, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.